Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Just a Podcast. I am back with Joshua Mullins, everybody. He is back, and we are just going to jump right into it. How
Sir,
was the haunted house event that you went to not too long ago?
it was really fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm not one of those type of guys that like gets pretty scared. Like I'll sit and I'll laugh when like other people get scared.
Mm-hmm.
But for me myself, maybe once in a while if they really get me, I'll go like, oh, but
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, I like back up. I'm like, oh, but for the
Watch out.
most part, yeah, but for the most part, I like to sit and see other people get scared and then laugh at
Okay.
them just being completely terrified.
Right.
Um, the one thing though, and I understand, with everything going on in the world and the pandemic being an issue,
Mm-hmm.
it is a lot, and when I mean a lot, it is a lot of just standing around waiting for your turn to go because it's not like how it used to be where you could wait in line and then they'll have you just they have like all those like wooden pillars set up and then you just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
sit behind the pillars and then you can you just wait in line until it's your turn to go on the ride and whatever. So
Right.
now with the pandemic going on, everything is being moved to online. So you would have to book your place online and then they'll send you a text message. Um, they'll send you a text message um, when it's your turn, to get on the ride. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to wait in line. They'll send you a text message. Hey, it's your turn to go on the hayride of doom, and then you go on to the hayride. And yeah,
Wow.
it's just like that. But I mean, the wait times are ridiculous. I waited to get into the first attraction was the haunted house. That was
Okay.
a 3 hour and 45 minute wait.
Oh my
4 hours
goodness.
of just standing around and just doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was that, and that was like, it wasn't really like, but hey, whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, but once you're in it, and once you get involved and you start actually, being able to go into the actual rides and stuff, yeah, it's fun. It's kind of pretty weird with the face mask and like
Right.
someone coming up and scaring you and they have a face mask and it's like, well, that's not
Whoa.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're painted out in like the Joker, like this guy was painted out as the Joker and he had that like
Right.
that
Uh-huh.
CDC like blue disposable mask. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like I was like, oh dude, at least like, paint it white and then put the red lipstick on it, make it
Mm-hmm.
kind of look, a part of your face, but you could just clearly tell he was wearing a mask and like I was like, dude, it's not really scary.
Yeah.
Like the mask kind of throws it off. But we're
Mm-hmm.
actually going to another haunted attraction area tonight, so we'll see.
Okay.
I'll update you on that one, and I'll see if
Okay.
that one's a little more scary than the first one. I've never been to this one, so maybe that was because I wasn't that scared because I already knew what to expect at the other one. I've been
Oh.
there. I've been there like 3 or 4 times in the past couple of years, so it's like I kind of already knew what was gonna come at you.
Mm-hmm.
Where this new one, I have no idea what to expect.
Right.
This is gonna be something like I've never experienced this place before. So it's 45, no, an hour and 45 minute drive away from here. So we're going out
Okay.
into the woods
It's
today.
yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited. We'll see. We'll wait and see. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I
Okay.
give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Seven
Yeah.
out of 10. With queue lines, sitting or standing for a long time, your legs they become a little jello,
Yeah.
and you gotta
Yeah.
get the blood
Pump
back
it.
in the leg because it kind of
Absolutely.
like freezes in your leg. It's like oh, watch out, and yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys being down there in Arizona, it's not too bad. It's kind of cold, but it's bearable. We're
Mm-hmm.
here in Michigan, it is
Right.
freezing. And you're out there with your puffy jacket, you got your sweater on. Shout out Ravenclaw, by the way, Harry Potter
Okay.
fans. Um, you got your sweater on, you got your puffy jacket on, and it's absolutely like freezing out there. And then you got like trash cans with bomb with like wood in it, and then they put
Mm-hmm.
the bonfire, like in those baseball movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's if it's something that you enjoy, and as long as you're with people that make you happy, even during the times where you're sitting there waiting for a long time, it's still very enjoyable. And most of the times, a lot of these haunted attractions, they already know that people are going to be waiting in line, so they've
Mm-hmm.
set up like movie uh, like theater kind of things where they had like this giant big white screen, and well, not screen, but like the pull down with the projector on it,
Mm-hmm.
and people were sitting watching what was it, they were watching the first Halloween movie, the one 1985 with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were sitting there watching that while we were waiting, and honestly, like, with like fun treats and candies and stuff like that, and you're watching a movie, you're sitting, you're talking, honestly the 3 hours feel like it's just flying by. Next thing you know, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shoot, it's our turn to go. Like, oh
Yep.
really, we waited three
There we
hours
go. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is it. Okay, everybody ready. So yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's different, definitely different, but as long as you make it the best of the situation, just always try to remain to have fun, even though it's like, yeah, sometimes it gets a little like, it's boring, man, I don't want to sit and wait.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it kind of sucked too, because at this haunted attraction, they used to have like the actual monsters dress up and like walk around and scare you while you're
Uh,
waiting in line. And
ooh.
unfortunately, with the pandemic, they don't have that
Yeah.
anymore. So, but I mean, it's still pretty cool
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever done an escape room before?
Yes, those are my
Oh.
favorite. Those
Okay.
are my
It was like, here we
absolute
go. Yeah.
favorite. Yes. I did one in Arizona for my 20th birthday, and we went oh man, where was it? It was like an hour away from the GCU campus.
Okay.
And they had us shackled, like handcuffed, like shackled to this prison gate. It was me and seven of my friends,
Okay.
and there was this treasure chest on sitting on a table, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so the guy all the way to the left had to get the treasure chest, right? Had to get the treasure chest. Once he got the treasure chest, it was like a Nerf gun, right? And then he got the Nerf gun, and he had 7 bullets to shoot at this target. And then when he
Ooh.
hits the target, the key, the door to the key to our little shackles opens up, and then there's
Okay.
this long wooden pole that's sitting next to the door. So the guy to the furthest left grabs the pole and then pokes it through the gate, and then gets the keys, lifts up the keys, and it falls down. So you grab it, you pull it through, and then you get yourself handed on, get yourself handed on, get yourself handed.
Mm-hmm.
And then once everything opens and you press a button, or no, I think it's like a code, and then the door flings open, and then you go inside, and you kind of have to figure out how to bust out of this prison cell because you're in a prison.
Okay.
Yeah, it is super super dope. And I did another one here in Michigan, and me and my dad were shackled. Instead of our hands, were shackled the ankles, and
Ooh.
they shackled our ankles to this box, and we
Okay.
had to figure out the color. It was like this color match with the number pattern, and we had to figure it out and like match the pieces together. And then that unlocked a box that got our that unhooked us on our shackles, and then we had to put it on a stick as well, and then feed it over to my girlfriend, my mom, and my brother, who was on the other side. There was this door that
Wow.
separated us. It was a party of 5,
Okay.
and me and my dad were separated in one room, and me and my girlfriend, my brother, and my mom were separated in another room. So it was 2 and 3. So we had to feed this long wooden stick through the door,
Yeah.
through this like jail door, and then they went and they unshackled it, and then they had to figure out a key to get the door open. And then once they got the door open, they went into our room. Then we had to figure out just different puzzles, different riddles, and things like that. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but we were one puzzle away from escaping. It
Ooh.
was we had to find this. We had to find the finger, and then in the finger is the key that unlocks the door and then lets us out. Yeah, and the other one with my friends, we absolutely smashed it. We completely beat it within like 30 minutes. It was
Okay.
super, yeah, it was like super easy. Like a lot of the riddles were not that hard. It's kind of inside the box riddles, didn't really make you
Mm-hmm.
think. It's just kind of like, oh, we'll just move this here, just move this here, and then move this here, and then it'll light up, and then you push the button, and then the door flings open on the outside, and then that was it. That was it. So I've
Wow.
been to two, but I want to go to more. But with of course, with everything going on, a lot of them are closed, either shut down, or they'll only let certain parties of whatever go
Mm-hmm.
through. And yeah, so I mean, it's an experience,
All
so
right.
to say the least. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved it. It was awesome.
I
I love escape rooms.
Man, those puzzles sometimes
They
they
get you.
they they just get in your head and it just takes the brain power so much of it to just solve it. It'll be the simplest
Absolutely.
thing, but you second guess yourself multiple times, and then
Yeah.
once you stop, oh, it's the puzzle thing's right here, and then you just
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, and then if you can't figure out the puzzle, right, you're sitting there like yelling at your friends or family,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, like why are you figure out? And you guys are sitting there trying to like, no, I think it's
Yeah,
this, and the other person's like, no, it's that,
that's
and then
over
you
there.
exactly, yeah. Then yeah, it's really fun, sometimes get arguing with each other, but as long as you come together and compromise,
Right.
figure out, then you're set, you're
We're
good.
good to go. Do you
Yeah,
ever have to use the walkie-talkie to get a hint or a clue, or have you
yeah.
been able to successfully not use it?
Oh, both times we've had to use
Oh,
maximum amount of clues. You know how they give you like three clues, and
mm-hmm.
then so they give you yeah, so they give you like three clues, and then once they give you three clues, then you have to figure out like the puzzle, and it gives you the hint. Yeah, we've had to use all three clues for both puzzles. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, it was something. It was pretty cool
Mm-hmm.
to play. I love escape rooms. They're my favorite. They make me
Yes.
think. So yeah, man, I love escape rooms, and like it makes you. I love like the reading portions. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have like this like story that you have to read, and then you have to put
Right.
puzzles together through the story, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh man, like I personally, me myself, I love reading. It's the best thing ever. I enjoy it so much,
Mm-hmm.
and and when you figure out puzzles and stuff like that together, it's something awesome, man. It's a
Mm-hmm.
thoroughly enjoyed event. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's someone behind you.
So we're gonna cut that tape, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna cut that bit out. Blooper reel. Here we
Yeah.
go. Oh gosh. Have you ever done a scary escape room?
Um.
Those do exist. They're
Yeah.
very terrifying. I've seen
I'm
clips and stuff. Ooh, yeah.
Really, I've
Yeah.
never done those. I want to now. You got me thinking. Now I
Mm-hmm.
really want to. But yeah, no, I've never done like a scary escape room. But that would be
Oh,
something really fun to do.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be a blast.
Yes. I
Yeah.
saw a website where it would just feature certain clips of people in this particular room, and there was this guillotine that was up, and then everyone had their back turned, and it went down. And there was no audio, it was just uh, the clips. And they turned around, they freaked out because they didn't expect it to go down, and
Right.
it was something else, man.
Right. No, absolutely. Yeah. It's so cool, like those things exist, and I want to do like there's like this thing like a couple years ago, this video, it was a concept of like a zombie apocalypse one, and like in this escape room, and it's not just an escape room, it's an escape warehouse. Like it's an
Whoa.
entire warehouse where that you got to figure out puzzles and things, and they could get you like if you get touched by the zombie,
Right.
you're out. You're out, and you're
Ooh,
down as a zombie, so you can't get
yeah,
touched. So you actually have to like run, and if you shoot them with the Nerf dart, they go away and
right.
whatever. Like it's really freaking cool. There was a sweet concept. I don't know if they ever made it a thing. It was in I think it was in Chicago. That's what they were doing for that, and
Okay.
I don't know if it was ever became a thing or if it's still just kind of like not really. So I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I
Right.
think something like that would be amazing to to play or to be a
Mm-hmm.
part of. So yeah, absolutely.
I always and I've never done a laser tag where the room is huge. I think that would be
Yeah,
incredible. Just
that would
different
be.
staircases and levels and areas you
Yes.
can hide in and
Yeah.
glowing lights that flicker and stuff.
Yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Like, I mean, every single laser tag the place that I've been to, I'm always like, man, they could do so much more with
Right,
this.
absolutely,
And
yeah.
I mean, I clearly understand. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
some laser tag places don't really get all that funding. That's probably why their prices are so like it's like $45 to play a game of laser
Yeah.
tag. It's like, oh,
Whoa.
that's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
yeah, but no, if they made something like that, like super
Dude.
big, and you can like climb up boxes, you can climb up like a ladder to get onto a box, or like staircases, and then you just go like well, it would be sweet if they did like a zip line, and then as you're zip
Oh.
lining yourself, you get to, dude, that would be so cool. That
Yeah.
would be so sweet. Absolutely. I would so love to do that. We should come up
Dude.
with that. We should come up with that.
Boom.
We made a
We
business plan.
patented today, right here, right now. We just gotta get it
Good.
trademarked, and then off we go.
We're good. We're good. Michael and Josh's laser tag arena.
Yes.
Yes.
And different laser tag weapons, certain posts where you can use a bigger one or a smaller one. That'd be cool. Like there's a little hut area at the very, very top where you can, have this big laser and you can feel the
Yeah.
more powerful vibration of getting hit. Whereas a smaller one, it's a tiny little vibration on your little vest, but the big
That would
one's like
be
a
cool.
boom type of
That
effect.
would be cool. That would
Yeah.
be cool. You charge station for like a couple minutes because you really got blasted. Like
Mm-hmm.
that would be super cool.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
Absolutely.
Man, because I I always would go into one and it's fun and it does its job. But because it's not as big. You kind of run and you're at the door and you run another way, you're at the other side and whoa, it took me 2 seconds to get to the other side of this room. This feels kind of small here. And if it were
Yeah.
huge and massive, you could hide and crawl
Yeah.
through a tunnel or
Yeah.
something. I went digging through my room and I found a classic little thing I used to play with. This little guy right here,
Oh
or big
wow.
guy, I'd say.
Yeah.
Do you have a racetrack from Hot Wheels that you used to play with?
No. The only thing close
Oh,
to me that's cool, I guess, uh, is well, I got my old helmet. I got my old sporting
oh, okay.
helmet. Yeah, so I
Mm-hmm.
guess I always keep this with me whenever to show off.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I do have like a racetrack thing, but that's downstairs.
Okay.
But I do have one of these things that are pretty cool,
Oh,
and then it does this. You just
oh my
close it and it
goodness.
lights up. And you spread it, and then
Whoa.
whoa, and it's really cool to play with, jump up and down. Yeah, but it's as
Mm-hmm.
cool as your racetrack though. That racetrack's pretty
Oh
sweet.
yeah.
But yeah, I got this thing.
I
I
think
got
I
this.
got this. Yeah, just it looks like an effect for
Yeah,
Doctor Strange or something. Just
bro. Yeah,
Oh
you can spread
yeah.
it. You can spread it super wide. Like this thing gets as big as your head, and then you can make it small, like a I don't know what would like a bowling ball. I guess that's pretty. I'd say this is like a
Mm-hmm.
bowling ball right here, this size. Yeah,
Right. It's
it gets
just
pretty big. You can
ooh.
yeah, you can, and it's like really bright too. See, I don't know, flashes on my
Mm-hmm.
hand there. Yeah, it is super
Mm-hmm.
cool. Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I'll just sit when I'm in my room and I'll just go
Mm-hmm.
like, woo,
Just
woo. Yeah, yeah. I'll just like jump up and down and play
did
with it.
did you win that at a event or was it purchased at a store?
I won this proudly.
Oh, okay.
I won
This
this.
fascinating.
It was a battle between me and this guy from Spain. It was a soccer like kind of it's hard to explain. It was like this soccer basketball thing where you take a soccer ball and you had to like flick it up into a hoop, and
Mm-hmm.
I came victorious. So yeah, this was on the line. This or like a big I think it was like a big like teddy bear thing. Like, ooh, it's pretty cool. Um,
Right.
yeah, yeah. No, I won it. It was close, but yeah, I won it, and I gave it to my girlfriend, and she goes, "It's not cool," and I'm like, "What? How do you mean this isn't
What are you
cool?
talking about? Yeah.
This is the coolest thing ever.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
cool." Yeah. So
Every
yeah, so
time you open it, I just get mesmerized by it. I'm just like,
right.
whoa.
Yeah, it's like
Oh my gosh.
it's like it starts so small, and then you can just big and small, big and
This
small,
is
big and small. And it's so
wow.
cool, man. One of the sweetest things I've ever owned.
Oh man.
And
Yes.
you just go in there, turn off the light like this, and then it's still like you still play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh
It's my
man.
favorite toy at night.
Yes.
I always play with it. Always keep it around me. Whenever I'm bored, I'll just
Mm-hmm.
just you see, and then you if you
Yeah, I
like
do
put
that.
it in, and then it like if you throw it in the air and then catch it, it goes from big to small.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, some
oop.
cool tricks.
Yeah, you can do so much cool stuff with it, and then just swing it around, play with it.
And swing into
Yeah, just
yeah.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and it
Mm-hmm.
gets big. Like I said, it gets pretty big, and then when it lights up and you can do like
Mm-hmm.
sweet tricks with it, like watch this. Uh, Ready? So, my pinky's stuck. My pinky's
Mm-hmm.
stuck. Uh,
Oh.
Technical difficulties. All right. Then you just do
Yeah.
kind of this, and you flick it around and flick it up. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh.
Do
Look at
this.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
pretty
have to get
cool.
one of those things.
It's like it's like those. Remember that commercial? Oh man, when we were kids, when it came out, it was that Enigma ball where you just like it's like levitating and
Oh,
floats and do all that. I don't know if
I
they had it.
think so.
I don't know if they had
Oh
it
man.
in like the Western states. I'm not sure if it was, but here in the Midwest, in the
Okay.
East, it was a big deal. Like you can go like this, and like it looks like it's floating, and then you can go like this, and then you just start like going like this, and it looks like it's
Mm-hmm.
it's stationary. Yeah, it was so cool. One of the coolest toys ever. But I got this instead, so I think this is pretty cool
Mm-hmm.
too. Yeah, it's my
Right.
little fuzzy ball. My little fuzzy
Boom.
ball.
I do remember one commercial where when you concentrate, a ball would levitate. There's this little activity game where if you concentrate it, it would and just float.
Really?
And if you lost concentration, boom, it would go back down.
Wow, you probably feel like you're like an earthbender. You're just like, or you have the
Yeah, it
force.
just oh yeah, the
Uh,
force.
yeah, you have the force with you, or you're like a wizard and you're like, it's Almost, and then
Mhm.
and it moves up.
Ding.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. That's pretty cool. I like that.
hmm
Sweet. Yeah.
When it came to the hammer game that you pound down, how far could you go on that thing? Did you get close to the top, or was did it vary?
I mean, it depends on the game, really, because There's one
Okay.
where I did play in the old school one where you gotta hit it as hard as you can, then it goes and hits the bell. Yeah, but
Right.
there's also like this arcade game where if you hit it and you get it right at the top, right? Like you hit it and you get it right at the top. Don't hit it too hard because it could bounce back down. But if you hit it just right,
Ooh.
it'll go up to the top and you can win tickets. Like it's like 1,000, 900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, you know? So you hit it and the higher it goes, the more tickets you get. But you don't want to hit too hard because it can bounce right back and then go right back down to number
Right.
one. So yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
that's my fun game. I've won like anytime I go to the arcade or whatever, I win all my tickets on that because I always got that perfect. Because
Okay.
you don't want to go or you don't want to go It's like a like
Right.
flick, and then when you
Mm-hmm.
hit it and when you flick it, it's just the right amount because it go ooh and then ding. Oh yeah,
Dink.
it's awesome.
Bingo.
It's one of my favorite games. I
Man.
spend like so much money playing that game.
Absolutely. Just all day. Just come on. I gotta get the points. Gotta get the points.
Absolutely,
I
yeah. So good.
enjoyed the dart balloon thing where you
Oh
throw it
yeah,
at the
you
balloon
do
and
it
you
at the hour and it pops. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've done that a few times. I can never ever get them all to pop. I'll hit like one or two,
right.
and then like
And
three or four,
boink.
I'm way too high or I'm way too low, or I'm like it just.
Right.
Or one time, my girlfriend she hit it so softly that it hit the balloon and the balloon did not pop. She just went like this, and it bounced off the balloon. It bounced off the balloon like
Oh my
it
goodness.
was crazy. And I mean, I'm sure if the pokey part hit it, it probably would have popped, but it bounced off the side of it
Mm-hmm.
because she just went like this. And so the dart, here's the balloon, and then the dart goes, and then it hits right off. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't believe this. I can't believe you you didn't pop it. You hit the balloon and it didn't
Right.
pop. Like,
What?
yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy. I'm like, it's not a basket. You're not trying to get in the basket. You're trying to pop that thing, throw it. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and throw that thing. Don't lollipop it.
I've
No.
had days where I'll toss it and it just goes straight down. It doesn't even hit the balloon. It just goes right to the person's shoes on the other side. Just tunk. Like, oop,
Yeah,
sorry. I was trying
yeah,
to get the balloon here, but I was a little off course. Let me try it again. I'd
yeah,
always close my eye and do it. And just, yeah,
yeah.
and do
You
it
just gotta
that
get the
way.
one eye because it's all the accuracy.
Right. Just,
You need one eye for the accuracy.
yeah.
All right, you get that,
Right.
and then you hit it, and then
Just
yeah,
do a
and you're like,
pow.
I only needed one eye. I don't need both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I love those games.
Have you ever gotten the big toys, the massive panda or the massive frog or those huge things? I always see it in films and TV shows. I myself have never been able to get to that level of tickets or points to score that thing.
So I have a story, and I'm sure you're gonna love it
Story
about the
time.
toys. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. So one time, it was my eighth grade field trip, and we were
Hmm.
going to Cedar Point. And here in the Midwest, Cedar Point is like Six Flags or Disneyland. It's
Okay.
our like amusement park that it's big. It's on an island in Ohio, and it is so cool. There's like a bridge that you can only cross like a bridge to get there. It's one of the coolest places ever.
Right.
It's called Cedar Point. If you guys are from the West States, look it up. You guys will love it. It's got the dragster, the tallest roller
Hmm.
coaster in the United States, the Magnum, the Millennium, the Raptor, the Valraven, the Gatekeeper. It's got one of the all the best roller coasters that you could ever ask for. But it was my eighth grade trip, and we were riding on the rides and everything, and for whatever reason, all of my friends just didn't want to ride any more rides. They were like, "Okay, I'm good. 2, 3 rides, we're all right." So we're like, "Okay, what do you guys want to do?" So we decided to go get food.
Oh.
Because on the field trip, each parent like put in like $20, so that way everyone got like a free meal at Cedar Point. And then if your
Mm-hmm.
parents gave you an extra couple bucks to play games or whatever, you can do that. So my parents were like, yeah, here, have $10-15, go play some games, go have fun, enjoy yourself. So I said, okay, no problem, cool.
Right.
So I
Mm-hmm.
went and we had our food. Once we were done eating, we were like, you guys want to go to the arcade section? Because there's a huge like arcade game section and everything towards the front, like front right of the park. So when you enter into the park, to the left, it's like the immediate roller coaster. And then to the right, you have like a check-in bathroom area. And then past that, if you keep going right, there's like the arcade section. And then if you keep going straight, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna hit all the other roller coasters. And the park goes 3 miles down, 4 or 5 miles down. It is a massive park. And so my friends were like, okay, we're done riding everything. We still got like 2 or 3 more hours. What do you guys want to do? So we said, okay, let's go to the arcade section. So we decided to go to the arcade section. Well, at that time, little Joshy, he had a crush on a girl in eighth grade,
Oh
the pretty
boy.
girl. So I was like,
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna get her a stuffed toy. I'm gonna get her a stuffed toy, and she's gonna love me forever. It's gonna be great, So
Right.
that's what
Just
I'm
like
thinking in my
get over
head.
here.
It's
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head. So
Mm-hmm.
there's this like basketball game, and it's like this mini hoop basketball game. Like I'm not kidding you, the hoops like this big, like it's super small, and they give you like basketballs the size of your hand, and you have two
Mm-hmm.
chances. You have two chances to get all three in like all three buckets. So you get one chance. You hit
Right.
if you hit three baskets in a row, you get so if you hit one basket, you get a small prize. You hit two baskets, you get a bigger prize in the third basket. I'm talking these life-size bananas, like as big as me, like huge banana stuffed
Okay.
animals. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give that a shot. And then we're $1 for a game. And they had like 30 bananas all lined up on the wall. They had them hanging over the thing, how like those
Whew.
cartoons one do. So, I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
ready or whatever. And, it's just me and my friends. And I won. I won the first one. I've got all
Okay.
three in one try. And I'm just hitting them off the backboard. I'm just boom, ding, boom, ding, boom, ding, boom, ding. It's just a nice simple toss. I'm just, and
Mm-hmm.
I won. So this other couple saw that I won. So his girlfriend was telling to him like, "Oh, give me, I want one of those bananas." So he's like, "Okay, no problem, I'll do it." He missed all 6 shots. He tried the first time, missed them all. Second time, missed them all. I did it again because I'm like, man, I won the first time. I'm gonna do it again. There's no way. It has to be a fluke. Beginner's luck. I did it again. Second time. 1, 2, 3. Simple as that. And I won a second banana. And then I started. Then like once I won my second banana, people started crowding around us. And like they were like, "Oh wow, he won bananas." Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah, because there was other schools from Ohio on a field trip. There was school from like Indiana on a field trip. Like
Wow.
all their kids were like, starting to come, like they were coming around watching me do it. And the
Wow.
guy's like, "Okay, go ahead, try again." Because even the guy that's running the thing, he's like, "There's no way he just hit both of
Yeah,
those
he's
and
like,
got little bananas." He's thinking
what?
I'm like cheating or whatever. My elbows are like, my elbows are like cross the line where I'm
Using
just
telekinesis, just
yes, to move the ball down. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
And so he tells me to take a step back, right? Because he's like, "Oh, you're a little too close." And I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, my legs were right up on that little, that little wall there where you stretch out over. Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. But I'm like, oh man, he's telling me to back up. I'm like, I'm not gonna get these.
Yeah.
Third time, I tried it a third time.
Third time.
I got it again. I got a
Oh
third
my goodness.
banana. And at this point, I'm not kidding you. I swear, I think there's a picture still out there of me shooting or like a video of me actually hitting the buckets. There has to be, I'm not kidding you, like 30 or 40 kids like around me, all trying to watch me win these bananas. Because the guy behind the
Oh my
counter,
goodness.
he's just talking. He's talking. He's like, "There's no way you can hit it. You're not getting it this time. You're not getting it this
Right.
time. You're not getting it this time." And
Uh-huh.
I already won 3 of the big bananas. And all of a sudden my classmates start seeing all these kids, so they're like, what's going on here? And they see me,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden people are like, oh my god, what's up, Josh? Like everyone's trying to high five me and whatever, they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to look cool in front of all the other school kids.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up,
and then
buddy?
and then and then
Fucking.
the girl that I had a crush on, she walks up too, and she sees me. And at this point I won 3 bananas. So I give him another. I said, I want a fourth one. He goes, you take another step back because you're cheating. And I said, okay, I'll take another step back. So I'm already, at this point, I'm probably good 2 feet away from the wall. And I'm a good
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 feet away from that little tiny back. Now, mind you, this is a tiny,
Yeah.
it's a regular size basketball.
Right.
It's like tiny, where you can put only both your hands in. There's no room for a third hand. Like it's
Right.
that small. And the ball is no bigger than, I'm not kidding. The ball is like no bigger than this. And I'm
Okay.
just, I'm just like this, I'm just shooting it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I did it a 4th time. Boom. First try, all 3 in. 4th banana, 1.
Or
And at
bananas.
and at this point, like everyone's flipping out. Everyone's going crazy. Yeah, everyone's like, oh
Uh-huh.
my God, And then people started asking me to win one for them. Like girls were coming up from different schools and they're like, oh, can you give me that one? Oh, can you give me this one? Oh, can you give me that one? Oh, I want this one. I want this one. I want this one. And I'm like, y'all, I got $15. Like, y'all gonna have to start
Mm-hmm.
paying me to do this. Like, I can't win everybody
Right.
everything. And I did it like 3 or 4 times. I did it 3 or 4 times. All 4 times I won a banana. I walked out of there with like 8 different bananas. You know what the sad thing is? I didn't bring one of them home because I just kept giving them out to people. People were just like, oh, can I get this one? Can I have this one? Can I have this one? And I'm just like, yeah, sure, take it. Yeah, sure, take it.
Oh,
Sure, take it.
Joshua.
And I'm
Oh.
just living, I'm just like living my life,
Right.
like I'm just loving all this attention, that people are, giving me. And I say I won the last one and I made this one special, right? Look at this.
Right.
So my 8th banana, right? Everybody's surrounding me. At this point, a supervisor came in and said, look, you've won 8. No more. You are cut off.
Done.
Like, we only have 30 bananas that we just got today, and you took 8 of them.
Right.
So we got to cut you off.
Stop
Sorry,
it.
buddy. Before you win all
Right.
30 of them, you have to. So they told me, they said, yeah, dude, no, you can't play anymore, man. You keep winning. And the 8th banana I won, I gave it to the girl that I had a crush on in front of everybody. And, everyone's like,
Oh.
oh my God, cuties, whatever. And, and yeah, she was so embarrassed. She slapped me.
Oh.
She like slapped me on the
Oh.
arm, on the shoulder. She's like, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You're embarrassing me."
Oh
And
gosh.
yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, to say the least. I
Oh.
never got her. So, but hey, whatever. You live
Uh-huh.
and you learn. But yeah,
Right.
no. If I had, oh man, I gotta find the
Yes,
picture
please,
because
please
it,
do.
it feels I feel like if I don't find the picture, is it really true? I'm not kidding. There's a picture of me, my buddy Armand, and my buddy Devin, all all act all um sitting on these bananas. And
Oh,
and I really,
I
really,
think I
really,
might have seen it in one of your Facebook photos.
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
one of those?
It sure is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm trying to see if I could find it. I don't. Hmm. Got to scroll back, got to scroll back to
Mhm.
the
The
old
old
photos.
photos.
Yeah, it was back in the day.
The back in
That's
2010 era.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'm talking way back in the day. Man, I gotta
Back when you
find.
could eat Skittles and not feel gross.
That's it. You can eat all you want,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel perfectly fine. Now it's like,
One Skittle's
no,
enough.
that's it. You have one, you can't have another one because it's just too much. Here we go. I
Here we
found
go.
it.
Oh,
Here, I don't know if you guys can see that.
yes.
You see those?
Oh my gosh.
That's just the first four that I won.
Oh man, those are huge.
They're life size. They're
Yeah.
literally life size. And you see there's like a crowd of people all around us. And I won like that's just four right there. There was a Batman, a gangster one, a Superman one. It was another one. That was just four that I won. I
Mm-hmm.
won like eight. Like it was insane. And
Right.
everyone's coming around me asking for pictures. And yeah, man, that was probably the greatest field trip I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was awesome. I wish I got to keep at
Right.
least one of them
Ooh, yeah.
because I won eight. But hey, I gave all eight away, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret it. I don't regret it, and I
Right.
have a photo to prove. So
Mm-hmm. There
there
you
you
have
go.
it.